Tonight we begin in Milwaukee, where the Boston Celtics step into a building that has not pushed back with real force in weeks. The line opened at 6.5. It now sits at 9. Movements like that are not accidents. They are signals. They tell you where the imbalance lives, even before the game begins. Derek White is the shape of that imbalance. 17.5 points, 4.1 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.3 blocks. He is the quiet center of Boston's rhythm, the player who never rushes, never blinks, never abandons the possession before it reveals its opening. Some players score, some players defend. He alters the temperature of the entire floor. When he settles, Boston settles. When he rises, the game follows. Across from him, Miles Turner carries Milwaukee's weight. 12.6 points, 5.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.9 steals, 1.6 blocks. He protects the rim with honesty and effort. But effort without momentum becomes exhaustion, and Milwaukee has been playing from behind in too many phases to convert his presence into control. So the analysis sharpens. Boston brings superior spacing, superior decision-making, and a defense that bends but does not fracture. Milwaukee brings heart, but heart alone cannot rewrite efficiency gaps this wide. The line moved for a reason. It moved because the truth was already there, waiting to be acknowledged. And today's AI pick is Boston Celtics -9. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 2.
Houston, Los Angeles. Two teams walking into the same building for different reasons, but both carrying the weight of what they have failed to fix. The Rockets bring the record. The Clippers bring the desperation. But numbers do not lie, and tonight they point in one direction, downward, toward limitation, toward a game played in the slow grind of half-court possessions, not in the chaos of a shootout. James Harden carries the bulk of the Clippers' offense, 26.8 points, 5.4 rebounds, 8.3 assists. He can still control a game, but control is not speed. Control is not tempo. Control slows everything down. And with injuries thinning the rotation, Los Angeles has leaned into that slower rhythm, long possessions, late clock decisions, shots that fall because they must, not because they were created in motion. Across from him stands Kevin Durant, 25.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, 3.9 assists. He is efficient, disciplined, and selective. Houston does not play fast. They play deliberate. Their shooting is high quality, but their pace is one of the slowest in the league. They rebound, reset, and run structured sets that eat time from the scoreboard. Add it up. Two bottom-tier tempo teams, two offenses that prefer control over speed, two defenses that convert missed shots into extended possessions. This is not the shape of a high-scoring night. It is the shape of reduction, compression, a game that tightens instead of opening. And today's AI pick is under. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 3.
Tonight we slip into New Orleans, where the Portland Trail Blazers and the Pelicans meet in a building that has forgotten quiet nights. Every game here stretches upward, as if the scoreboard itself refuses to slow down. Two teams with fragile defenses, two teams missing pieces, two teams leaning on pace and volume to survive. That is the shape of this matchup: fast, restless, and ready to rise. For Portland, Denny Avdija carries the moment. 25.8 points, 7.2 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.6 blocks. He is not just scoring, he is creating the rhythm of this team. He pushes in transition, drives with purpose, and turns missed shots into renewed possessions. When the pace accelerates, he becomes the engine that refuses to stall. And tonight, the pace will accelerate. Across from him, Trey Murphy stands as New Orleans' answer. 21 points, 6.4 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.2 blocks. He plays with a different kind of urgency: clean, sharp, precise. When he finds space, the entire game leans forward. And in this arena, where 5 straight games have climbed past expectation, he will find more than enough opportunity to keep the total rising. Both defenses enter tonight stretched thin. Both rotations are patched together. Both teams surrender scoring in waves they cannot always contain. Add Portland's high shot volume and New Orleans' home scoring bursts, and the path becomes clear. And today's AI pick is over 239.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 4.
We arrive tonight in Sacramento, where two teams stand on opposite sides of momentum. Denver enters with rhythm, confidence, and the kind of efficiency that travels anywhere. Sacramento arrives with injuries, inconsistency, and a defense that has not found its footing for weeks. The matchup is clean, the numbers are honest, and the separation is real. For Denver, Nikola Jokic remains the stabilizing force. 29.2 points, 12.3 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.4 steals, 0.8 blocks. He controls pace without needing speed. He bends defenses without needing space. His efficiency is not a streak, it is a structure. Denver plays through that structure and it holds on every floor they step onto. Sacramento looks to DeMar DeRozan for direction. 18 points, 3.1 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.2 blocks. He can steady possessions and offer moments of control, but without the interior presence that usually supports him, the offensive burden becomes heavier. And Denver is not a team that allows heavy burdens to turn into easy scoring. The statistical gap is clear. Denver leads the league in offensive rating, true shooting, and effective field goal percentage. Sacramento ranks near the bottom in defensive rating. Denver has been dominant on the road. Sacramento has struggled at home. When efficiency meets instability, results tilt quickly. This is not a game defined by surprise. It is defined by advantage, and the team with the advantage has shown they know how to use it. And today's AI pick is Denver minus 9.5. Will we cash or will we burn? On to the recap with Lilith.
4 games. 4 stories written long before the ball ever touched the floor. If you listened closely, the numbers told you where the truth lived. Let's gather them now. Clean, clear, and without ceremony. First, in Milwaukee, the signal was sharp. Boston Celtics minus 9. A line that rose for a reason, a favorite with structural control, and a matchup that never pretended to be even. Second, in Houston, the shape of the game bent downward. 2 slow paces, 2 controlled offenses, and a ceiling far lower than the market wanted to believe. Third, in New Orleans, the night widened. Volume, pace, thin defenses, and 2 teams living in transition and second chances. The total could only rise. The pick. Over 239.5. Fourth, in Sacramento, efficiency separated the floor. Denver carried the heaviest edges. Shooting, movement, rebounding, structure. Sacramento carried too many gaps. The pick, Denver minus 9.5. Recap. Boston Celtics menos 9, menos de 200, 21.5, más de 239.5. Denver menos 9.5. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Zum Schluss ein altes deutsches Sprichwort. Wer die Zahlen versteht, fürchtet die Zukunft nicht. Translation: He who understands the numbers does not fear the future.